Hey guys, Simon here. So we are doing a few things today. We are one testing the webcam and testing recording from Open Broadcaster software. Let me see full screen. There we go. So if you're wondering, I'm using Open Broadcaster software to capture the screen and webcam and other things. So that's one thing, testing that. I think that pretty much works. Back to this. I think that pretty much works. Um, the other thing we need to do is learn how to use RPG Maker VX Ace. So right now, hopefully I get this video up in time. There's 3 days left. By the time I upload this, it's probably like only like 3 days left anyway. So the humble weekly bundle is RPG Maker. So I bought this. I went for the $12 thing to unlock everything, all the DLC and stuff. And I'm thinking maybe I will try and make a game with RPG Maker. The screen's kind of bright, it's reflecting off the glasses. I do see that, so that's okay. It's pretty rough right now. I'm just gonna test out the system here. So now we got full screen with webcam. We can kind of have the webcam on the bottom and the thing in the corner. Maybe you prefer this mostly. I don't know. I might pick my nose or scratch my face or something like that. I'm not very professional. What are we doing? So I think the only game from RPG Maker I've ever played is To the Moon. And aside from how the story ended, I'm quite okay with it. As a storytelling medium, it's not bad, RPG Maker. So I thought I'd have a go, do a little game or make a little game and tell a little story. But we'll get to that later on. First of all, I need to figure out how to use the program, which I've no idea, never used it before. So I bought this, I put it on Steam, and I might as well go straight into it. So this is also like a testing this, trying to learn how to do this effectively. Oh, another thing is, you might see down here, there's like 19 frames a second. Because, I don't know if you guys care, but my laptop has like two graphics card, right? Two graphics cards. It's got the onboard graphics and it's got the NVIDIA card, right? So what it does is it runs Windows on the onboard graphics, which is lower power, but also, less, like it doesn't use as much battery. Whereas the NVIDIA card is high power and uses a lot of battery. So what the problem here is that because the desktop is run using the crappier graphics card, it means that this frame rate is not as good as it should be. If everything was running on the NVIDIA card, then this is probably up to 30 frames quite easily. But that's only the full screen. That's the problem. So like if I do like a window with webcam, actually you can't see this, can you? This is just a black screen for you guys. So now it says 30 frames. If I do that, that's like 30 frames. So it's only the full screen thing, like it's only this thing that gives me like 20 frames a second. I don't think it's too much of a problem just for what I'm doing now, but just something to think about if you're buying a laptop with like switchable graphics, that might be an issue. And I can't just force the computer to use the better graphics card. Anyway, let's go to this and Steam. Raise the Sun is a pretty cool game. Look at all these games I have. Let's not look at those. Software, RPG Maker VX Ace. Let's just launch this and see if we can learn how this works. I hope everything is still working. So that's that. So I've gotten as far as new project. And let it think for a while. Let it think for a long while. Let it think for a little while longer. What is my computer doing? Why is it thinking for so long? Apparently, it doesn't want to. Did it seriously crash? See, this is the sort of stuff I need to test out, whether or not this stuff will crash the computer. Why is it printing? It's not really printing anything. It might have crashed. Open broadcast Steam. Don't read that too closely. Oh, here we go. That was odd. Folder name, let's go learning 01. Game title, sure, let's just do that. So you start off with the character walking on water. So you start off with Jesus, basically. I have no idea how to do any of this stuff. Let's just look through the menus and see if we can figure this stuff out. I'm going to learn how to make a basic thing. So that's projects, manage projects, compress game data. We don't need to do that. Edit, undo, cut, copy, paste, delete. So from what I heard is it's kind of easy to make a really basic RPG with this thing, But any additional mechanics or rules or anything like that, anything slightly more complex, requires some kind of complicated scripting. It uses Ruby as the programming language, apparently, and I don't know if I can manage that very well, so we'll see. So there's a map, there's event, but why does it add a grid? Mode, map. Alright, so what if I just kind of take a rock? Or take a rock and put a rock there. Okay, I see. Well, now you have rocks in the ocean, which for some strange reason doesn't actually match the color. Okay, that's deep ocean. Wait a minute, why is this? Oh, that's the ocean. Why does the rocks? Why do the rocks don't actually match up with the? Oh, I see. That's what's strange. Oh, that's a lake, isn't it? Oh, I see. That's a lake. That rock is for the lake. Ah, that fits there. And that's like, is that actually deep ocean or what? What if I like put a tree in the ocean? That works. Just put a rock in the ocean. There you go. There you go. That makes sense. All right. So the dark blue thing there is transparency and whatnot. Okay. Okay. So you just draw. That's fair enough. Event. What does it mean if I kind of click on event? That's double clicking. What if I just okay, I can't put trees down anymore, but I can double click. Like, let me just double click. Let me put a cloud in. Let me just go mode, map, put a cloud there. Oh, wait a minute. The cloud doesn't work on. Why does that transparency not work on the water? That's just the strangest thing. Rocks? Anyway, so mode event. You can double click new event. Contents. Add. This is scripting, isn't it? Graphic switch. Switch 1. Apparently got like 100 switches to work with. The switch 1 is on. Okay, condition. Let's go stick with variables. I don't know why you want to use numbered switches. Can't you just assign a variable to a switch? Wouldn't that be more useful? Anyway, variable. Wait a minute. You have a limit of 100 variables? Oh, you have switch names, and then you have like. Oh, I see. You can name your switches. Wow. Okay, I see why this is. Like it's kind of optimized for one particular type of thing you want to do. It's not really optimized for every single thing you might do. I see. Self switch. Item exists. Okay, so conditions. If actor. Apparently I have 10 people and they have names already. Eric, Natalie, Terrence, Ernest, Rioma, Brenda, Rick, Alice, Isabel, and Noah. Apparently we have options. Wow, okay. It's autonomous movement. Alright, so this is a serious business. Oh, at scale. Alright, I see 1-to-1 scale. So you can like work on really huge maps if you really want to. So mode region. And you can define regions, right? So if I just say that's region 1, and then that's region 2. Is that going to be useful? Is that going to be useful? I don't know if that's going to be useful. Who knows? Who knows? You can define regions like that, I see. And then mode map. Ah, you can draw. What's shadow pen? What on earth does that mean? I have no idea what that is. Draw flood fill eclipse. I can draw like an eclipse of icebergs. Awesome. Scale tools database. Oh, here we go. We have actors. Eric. So these are Silver Reaper. Why on earth would you have that as a nickname? Hand axe wood shield. Alright, so they've got like these kind of casual clothes. Alright, so they have default characters. Isabel is she angry or is she really surprised? Alright, cool. The faces don't really match the names, but okay. Classes. Oh wow. See, so okay, I see what it means now. Oh, and you have curves. Amazing. So as you level up, these are the curve. Oh wow, cool. Generate curves so you can. Cool. So you can like your leveling curves and all that, and you have kind of set classes. So okay, I see what it means. I see what people mean now when they say that if you want to set up the default RPG, it's kind of easy because they've got all the stuff for you already. But if you want to set up your own thing, it's gonna take a long, long time to kind of change all this stuff. I see what they mean now. RPG Maker. If you just want to make their RPG, it's easy. If you want to make your own RPG, it might be a bit complicated. So, well, at least it gives you a database of all the items you can have. Troops. Alright, so I guess you encounter them in troops. Yeah, so you can see the mechanics. Like you encounter enemies in certain troops. So like you get kind of 2 slimes, 2 bats, 2 hornets, 3 scorpions. That's a bit weird. 3 wisp. A chimera. Mimic. Yeah, okay, I see. I see what they mean. A succubus. Yes. That's a bit strange, to be honest. These graphics. States. Dead, poison, blind, sleep. So I'm not gonna use any of this. I want to make a really simple game. Not even an RPG. Mostly like a story-driven adventure game. Kind of like To the Moon, but with a better story. I just don't agree with the story. Like, well, I don't agree with the way it ended. To the Moon, basically. But it did a lot of things well up until around the end when I got really angry at how the thing ended. Um, animation. Oh, animations, amazing. So, wow, this is okay. I see. Pew pew pew. Okay, so they got frames of animations. Um, but where do you get this stuff from? Like, how do you work with Hit Thunder? So here's a. So there's like a. There's sprite sheets in here, right? So there's the sprite sheet. So there's an explosion. Hit fire. Okay, I hit fire. So there's a sprite sheet there. Oh, I'm gonna have to make animations and all that. That's gonna take forever. Ice hit. Okay, I see. I see how that works. We got animations, and you have preset animations. How do you change? You can change the maximum. That's interesting. Glowing light. Bright lights everywhere, and a half second of animation. Does it run at 30 frames a second or 60 frames a second? This RPG Maker, I don't know. Tile sets, field, oh, tile sets, awesome. Can I change maximum? Name dungeon, field type, area type, graphic. Okay, okay, so you can load tile set, will be awesome. So buying the $12 Humble Bundle, and let me just kind of show you that. So it's humblebundle.com basically, and it's the weekly one. So buying that, wait a minute, what do I get for? I probably shouldn't show you my personal things. What did I just get? Pixel piracy? Why do I have? Do I? The magician's. Wait a minute, you get cards. You're kidding me. You get trading cards. Do you? For RPG Maker? Are you serious? You get trading cards for using RPG Maker. It's not even a game. Awesome, guys. Yeah, so you get a lot of DLC. So I'm thinking some of this stuff is bonus. So let's see, dungeons. That's kind of dungeony. More dungeony things. It's kind of nice. Look at that. It's kind of cool. More dungeons. You have a grass dungeon. This feels slightly like Pokemon. Arrows for your maze puzzles. glass or ice blocks or whatever those are, marble columns and things and bones, and it's either sand or like dried poop. Can I not click on it and see it? I can't see what it is. Like if it has a name or not. Oh, like so you have cool, like mine carts and all this. So I think so I think this is all like mostly DLC things. I'm not sure. Might have to double check that. So you have more beds than you can sleep on, and cool chairs. All right, this is really cool inside. So if I don't want to, I don't really have to make any extra. Wow, bears and bunnies, awesome. Armor, slightly less useful for me and what I'm thinking about. But this is cool. Outside, more outside, more outside, more outside. More outside. Should I or should I not make custom graphics? What I'm thinking at the moment is get the story and the mechanics in first, and graphics and music can be tacked on later. Those things I'm not too comfortable about. I mean, if I have a decent story, maybe I can find a musician and find an artist, and maybe I can kind of convince them to get on the project and help me out or something. Or maybe I can just kind of figure it out myself. So I'm thinking I'll do my part first. I mean, if I don't get that part done, then there's no point getting any music or graphics, right? Castles and things, that's pretty awesome. Alright, so we got a lot of tiles. That's kind of cool. Animation, ground. Walls, normal, interesting. Dungeons, exterior, interesting. Okay, so you can load those in the tiles. Passage, wait a minute. Passage? Passage 4 directional. Ladder, bush. There's like little symbols there. I don't know what that means. I think like whether you can use certain things to be certain things. I'm not sure what that means. Common events. We have no events in the default. And this, oh, wait a minute. Show text. This is not Ruby. This is just advanced. This is Ruby, and it's just blank. So this is one of the things that people complain about. Yeah, enter Ruby script to be evaluated. So it's just Notepad. Like there's no tools, there's no helping. Because I mean, if you've done any sort of scripting before, most programs like you kind of start typing in, and they'll autofill for you, and they'll kind of find variables for you, or they'll kind of autocomplete a lot of things. So more advanced programming kind of software will have that sort of stuff in it. But this is just Notepad. You just kind of type it straight in. So that's probably a bit challenging unless you have a different Ruby editor or something like that. But if you don't want to do that, you can just use these buttons. Like play music, fade out music, you go on these events. Alright, this is probably enough. Probably enough for us. Change nickname, change class, change gold. Okay, I see how. Okay. System, what is this? Initial party after Eric. Eric is our man. And then what? Oh, currency unit G. Okay, I see. This is like your default things. Title screen is theme 1. Battle is actually we don't have music here. Because I did get kind of music DLC as well. So game over, what does it mean? Oh, can I play it? Alright, fair enough. So you have a little bit of music. Not that much music, to be honest. Sound effects? You have a lot of sound effects. Cool. Awesome. I'll have to explore those when I have time. Starting positions. Map 1 right there. Is he? Yeah, he's still there. He's standing on water still, which is awesome. Terms. Level, HP, yeah, so this is all set up as your fairly generic RPG. Okay, I need to figure out what I need and what I don't need. I probably don't need most of this stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, well, cancel that. That's a pretty big database. Resource Manager. Oh, that's as good as cool. Wait a minute, I got DLC too, don't I? Do I have to load this in? Like, how do I load? Do I have to load it in one at a time, or just futuristic tiles? Characters? Wait a minute. Can I just import? No. How do I? Wait a minute. Can I just? It doesn't just put the whole folder in. So it gives you individual folders of things, DLC. But okay, well, wait a minute. DLC Adventures Channel, Audio BGM, Audio ME, Audio Sound Effects, Music. So what am I? What do I do? Like import audio file DLC? So wouldn't I import from the DLC? Okay, this is not Steam App's common DLC. Okay, this is DLC, right? Ah, I see. I import them into the folders. And this is Journey Sounds, Adventure Journey Sound. DLC Adventure. This is so poorly. This is so poorly organized. Why would you just import the entire DLC? Like, just put all the folders in just straight like that. So you kind of have to make your own folders again, in a way, in order to get these things in. Like, what if I just take that and all of them? Okay. Can I play this? No. Resource Manager. Alright, so I just imported a bunch of music, right? And I can close that. Database. System. Music. That's not what I did, was it? What did I do? So, or was it, no, this, no, I did do this, didn't I? Because wasn't this list a lot shorter? Oh, there it is. Title screen music. Wait a minute. Game over is ME. Theme 1 is BGM. What's the difference between ME and BGM? Background music. What is ME? So now I have more stuff. That's kind of loud. Let me just turn this down a bit. Okay, well, we need to figure out what ME is and what BGM is. Well, BGM is background music. Resource manager, so we can just kind of put more stuff in, can't we? Let me just go graphics, animations, and DLC. The feature is tile, that's tiles. Main party. Attack, that's not really what I want to do, is it? Because these are character sprite sheets. These are character sprite sheets. Let me just go back to here. Nope. Go back to here. Characters, for example. Actor 1 preview? Ah. I see. Animals. There's cows and dogs. So if I just go DLC, and then what full frame full frame ISO, full frame running. Oh, this is isometric, isn't it? Full frame running, full frame running. Can I just kind of take these two? So we got that. That's not really in the same. Is that? I'm not sure if that's in the same format. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me just hold on. I have no idea what I'm doing. Where's the right one? Where's the I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, that's pretty small. Alright, let's go back to this. Tools, script editor. Oh look! Programming. Vocab. Terms and messages, okay. But isn't this the same stuff? The shop buy, shop sell, shop cancel, possession. Was that not terms? So there's terms and then there's other terms. Huh. Tools, script editor. Vocab. Victory was victorious. $S is your name, or your character's name. Fascinating. Also really complicated. This is gonna take me a long time. This is gonna take me a long time to figure out. Cell love, little bit map, animation, flame, file name, hue. Loads graphics, modules, script. I don't know if we ever need to touch these. I don't know if we ever need to touch these. I'm hoping the answer is no, we never have to touch these. But it's possible that we might have to touch these at some point. Materials. To users of scripts. When using scripts obtained through online websites, create a new section at this position and paste the script here. If the creator of the script has any special instructions, follow them. In general, RPG Maker VX and RPG Maker XP scripts are not compatible. Cool, guys. So make sure you use the resources you have for RPG Maker VX8 before you use them. To authors of scripts. When developing scripts to be distributed to the general public, recommend that you use redefinitions and aliases as much as possible to allow the script to run just by pasting it in this position. Ah, right. Main, cool. CManager, alright. So that's way more. Well, they let you tinker with that stuff. Not that I have any idea how to do that. Sound test, yes. BGM, ME. I loaded those one. I think that's supposed to be BGM. ME is music effects, isn't it? ME is so background music, background sound, music effect, sound effects. Why are they separate? So like basically there's like 4 channels of sound. Is that what it means? I don't know what that means. So these are music. So these should have been in background music, basically. Basically, that's what it means. I don't know what kind of town that is, but not my kind of town. Why are these towns so upbeat? Jazz town. Don't know what that. Alright, Japanese anime. Ewoks? Some sort of Caribbean island. I don't. I have my doubts about that music, but okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Your typical default RPG sort of thing. Character generator. Walking graphic that was generated. Generate random? Female. Oh, I see. Hey, this is cool. So you have your. You generate random. Generate random. Generate random. Wow, this is great. You can just get random people. That's cool. Also some ugly people. Awesome. And you can, okay, I go, wow, that's cool. Hey. So you have like hair, no hair, and it creates your sprites for you. It creates your sprites for you. That's cool. Wow, that guy is crazy, but that's kind of cool. Rear hair, cool. You have front hair and rear hair. So if you really want a mullet, you can have a mullet. Face shape, wow, cool. That's a lot of fun. Options, transparent color, that's fine. That griddle, that's fine. Game. This can't be good. That's really loud. That's really loud. This can't be good. And we are walking on water. Hey, look, we already have like a game. I'm a soldier walking on water. What's my skills? I have no skills. So we haven't even started, and we have a level 1 soldier. And he already is a veteran warrior. That's amazing. Can I have like options? Can I turn down the volume? Okay, I can't walk anywhere because I'm actually on water. Okay. Okay. Like it seems like you have a lot of stuff there, but it's just the default numbers and things. Launch in full screen, show console. You can show console. How does this help? Playtesting. Okay, well the console doesn't help me right now. Okay, so this is really what we need to do, is read the help. But now that we know where everything is, hopefully this will help a lot. How much time have I been recording for? Let me just come over here. It says I've been recording for half an hour. I don't know if I should stop. I haven't done anything, really. Except look through the menus and things. But I kind of want to take a break or something. Because the next thing I'm going to do is read through all of this. And I don't really know if you want to read with me, to be perfectly honest. So I might just do that in my own time. Well, I mean, I think the Open Broadcaster software tested out just fine. RPG Maker, I kind of have an idea of what the default stuff is. And I think I'm going to have to read through help to figure out what I need to do to get started. Maybe I should find a tutorial. Let me just quickly come over here. I have no idea what I'm doing. And RPG Maker VX tutorial. Awesome. Tutorials. Make a game. Forums, RPG Maker Web, RPG RMVX Ace tutorials. Maybe I should just go through tutorial in the next video. Although there's a number of tutorials here. Tutorials. That's what tutorial guidelines. And to make the most custom formulae. Completed tutorials, damage flow. This is kind of complicated. Although beginner's general beginner guide to RPG Maker. Maybe I should like go through this stuff. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll just go find some tutorials and then maybe I'll come back next time and have a go at those. What else should I do? I'll read through help. How big is the help? Let me just make this a bit bigger. There you go. There you go. What is that? Blah, 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 blah. So this is a lot of reading. I don't know if I should drag you guys through the reading. I think what I'll do is I'll just read through some of the stuff in my own time. And then maybe if I find anything important. So I mean, I've looked at this stuff already. I should probably read about it. I'll do my own reading and then come back, hopefully with a better idea. And then maybe in the next video, we'll go through a beginner's tutorial to make a simple game. Maybe that's what we should do. And we'll see how we go from there. This might be a while, because this is me testing out the video, like the screen capture and things. So I actually have to do the Minecraft thing first. You know, the exercises I haven't done. I need to get onto that, to be honest. I've been doing some other things. But I need to get the lectures and the exercises out. So this will work for the lectures, right? You can just kind of have your no, that side, your slides up there, and then I'll be down here talking, like right here talking, and that'll be cool. That's gonna work. All right. I'm gonna do some reading about this, but this will be later. So I'm gonna take a break from learning to make video games for probably a few months, to be honest. Do the other things first, and then come back to this. So this is the project after that Minecraft thing. And I'll stop here.